Okay. Well, first of all, I'm just extremely happy for our club. They're, like all other clubs, they work hard, and these guys have put in an enormous amount of time. They're a very unified group, and can't tell you how proud I am of them. You know, the thing was, that's a good team we beat, a really good team. And, you know, to get to go back to Omaha for us is an honor, and we're looking forward to it.
Edley, what did it mean to you to get that hit, and what just describe the hit that put you guys ahead, and what did it mean to you to get that hit?
You know, baseball's a weird game, and you know, you see that guys get opportunities to pick other guys up, and it happens all the time. You know, we got a lot of great hitters on our team. You know, just from a team aspect, being able to get that hit, meant a lot to the guys, and you know, I just feel fortunate now because we get to celebrate and go back to Omaha and do the best we can from here on out.
For either Nick or Adley, for on a day where you guys struggled to really get back-to-back hits and kind of break through, how much patience did it take from you guys to kind of like finally break through in the 8th and the 9th and kind of get over the hump, so to speak?
Yeah, like like Ali was saying, baseball, you're not always gonna get a hit. There's games where you're gonna hit some balls right at guys. You're not gonna swing it as best. Like you wanted. Fem did a great job of keeping us in the game. He didn't have his best stuff today, but he competed. I don't know what he would go 6, 7 innings. He's a fighter, and we needed that out of him. So, we did the best we could. One after another. Kyle Novak had some great at bats. He had a couple huge walks for us. Trevor Larnick. But yeah, like I said, Fem kept us in it, and we're fortunate enough to get some runs across at the end.
Hey, Adley, that first at bat you had against Maya where you struck out against him, how much did that help you going into the second time you were able to face him in the 9th?
Well, I think just being able to see a pitcher as much as possible helps. Obviously didn't really want to strike out there. But I think just being able to see his stuff and, get multiple ABs off of him was good. Because he's a really talented pitcher and he knows what he's good at and he pitches to his strengths. So I think just battling against him, and I think our guys did a great job of competing.
Pat, I think this was the first time the Beavers trailed in the postseason. To win like this, I know it's great to get to them, I don't know how they get there, but does this in some ways make it even more special the way they came through tonight?
Yeah, our club, I have unbelievable trust in what they're doing, and I knew they were going to battle. Like Nick said, baseball isn't always as easy as people think. There are guys that are pretty good to get you out, and their pitching was outstanding. We stayed with it. One of the keys was Chamberlain coming in and just being lights out. I mean, that was huge, and everybody had to contribute. We played exceptional defense throughout the tournament or the series here, and I think coming back and winning is we don't care how we win, we just want to win.
Pat, to have you single one of these guys out, sorry for that. I want to ask you what it means to go back to Omaha with Nick, who is the highest drafted player in the history of your program and continues to seem to do the little things for you, like covering first on a tough bunt in the 5th inning. What does that mean for you to go back with him?
Well, he's a special player. There's no question. And he's humble. He's gifted, and he's just a team guy. I think the thing that I've said before is sometimes you get high-profile guys, and they think it's about them. He doesn't. He thinks it's about us, and that's why he plays the way he plays. But that play there, I mean, to bring that up is exactly that. That was unbelievable. I mean, that could change that inning huge, and he does all the little things. There's times I frustrate him because he wants to steal every time he gets on, and so. But man, I tell you what, I told him at the beginning of the year that I wanted him to be our captain. I didn't want to have more than one captain, and I wanted him to do that. And that's hard for him because he is a humble guy, and he's been outstanding.
Hey, Christian, one, is it tough inheriting coming in with an 0-2 count? And then also, what was working for you that allowed you to be so effective out there today?
As far as the count goes, it's nice getting ahead on someone. I mean, I didn't have to do it, so Bryce did most of the work, and then I came in, just tried to execute pitches. And then as far as the other stuff goes, just competing, I think, is the biggest thing. I mean, I had all 3 pitches today, which was awesome, but being competitive is the biggest thing on the mound, I guess.
Pat, how's it different from '05 to this time?
I don't remember. You know, I mean, I really don't. I mean, they're all different and they're all special. And obviously, in '05 was our first time. And, you know, we kind of shocked the world a little bit there. You know, we lost to USC in game 2. We had a lead. And kid in right field's knee buckled on him. He dropped a fly ball. And then Clement took one out on my little 6-dog Gundy Mach 1. Just boom. And we were down. And I told our guys after the game, I said, hey, if we believe the team that we are, pack your bags, we're going to Omaha. And, you know, to say that with USC in here and Ian Kennedy on the mound and all the guys they had, it was awesome. But they're all special. Every team is different. I told our guys before the series, I said, man, you're going to take that uniform off, and it'll be the last time we ever play together as a team because every team's different. And so if somebody is going to beat you, they're going to have to strip you of that uni. And these guys, they play with heart and will, and we're talented. We're young in certain areas. You know, like bringing Christian in that situation, you know, that takes a little bit of courage there, and we just trust him. And we've seen some guys grow up right here in the last couple of weeks, pretty good.
Adley and Nick, if you guys can address what it means to you to go back to Omaha and what you think your chances are there.
You know, Omaha's a special place. You know, starting from day one, last year, you know, we kind of came in. I didn't really know what to expect, but, you know, you got the big ceremonies going on, concert, fireworks show. You know, they do it right there, and it's a phenomenal experience. And I'm just excited that we, you know, got some guys that, you know, didn't get to go last year that are going to be able to experience that. So I think that's the biggest thing for me is just, you know, knowing that other guys are going to be able to experience that and, you know what it's like to play in front of, you know, an opening crowd of 23,000 people and, you know, hearing those jets fly over. Is just, you know, it's kind of a surreal feeling. And I think, you know, a lot of the guys who were there last year, that was that's a big driving factor to want to go back. But I think it's going to be good to see other guys be able to experience that because it's really exciting.
Yeah, you know, ever since, you know, we made the last out against LSU last year, you know, we've been set on this moment, getting back to Omaha and not only getting there, but, you know, taking care of business, winning ball games. You know, we have a core group that was with us last year and experienced everything we went through. So, yeah, all off season long, you know, we weren't afraid to talk about it. We knew this was one of our goals to come back to Omaha. But, yeah, it's going to be nice to, you know, get down there, you know, get practicing on the fields, get to play. We're not going to think much of it. It's the same game. We know we got a long way to go to our ultimate goal, but you know, this is definitely a good start for us.
Pat, just talk about the way you guys kind of breeze through regionals. Does it feel good, at least for your team, to kind of face a challenge like this heading into Omaha?
Yeah, you know, every game is a challenge. Certainly Minnesota gave us all we could handle, and you know, every game you play is different, and you know, I think we're prepared. I think we got enough young guys, we got enough energy, we got enough vets, and you know, like Nick just said, it's the game of baseball. And we went out and played in '06 for the championship, and guys I think we'd played, you know, I don't know, 6 games in 8 days. It was crazy, you know. Every time we were, and that's exactly what I told the guys, you know, pick it up when they hit it to you, pick it up and throw it across the dime. When they throw it to you, hit it. It's baseball, and in other words, I believe we're prepared to do the things to go into battle, and I don't think that there's a whole lot of things that we're going to be able to do practice-wise. They're going to help us get better. I just think that we're there, and it's a mentality and it's a culture, and we talk about that all the time, and got a strong group of young men.
Pat, with so many left-handed hitters on Minnesota's team, did you guys going in think that like Chamberlain, Mulholland, guys like that, the lefties, would be a really good matchup against those guys?
Well, what's odd is that they only have one left-hander that hits right-handers better. Almost every one of their left-handers average is higher against left-handed pitching than it is against right-handed pitching. And that's because they do such a good job of staying on the ball. They really try to take the ball the other way. And, we're just going to go with our strength. And at the time, we thought Christian was the best choice. Obviously, Luke was, Friday night guy, and he wanted to throw on the first game. And, it was uncharacteristic of Fimmel tonight to be out of sync. It just tells you how much of a competitor he is when he didn't have his good stuff to keep us there. But I just think we try to do the things that we're good at and kind of not worry too much about our opponent.
Hey, Pat, do you fall right back into your comfort zone facing North Carolina off the bat in Omaha? And what does that mean to you to go against Coach Fox with the history that you have?
Coach he does a great job. As a matter of fact, I watched him play today, and they're very, very good, very, very talented. They always have an unbelievable amount of talent. I don't think it matters who you play. I just think that you got to be ready to play, and got a ton of respect for Mike and a ton of respect for North Carolina baseball, and everybody's going to be in the field. We talk about almost 300 teams starting this journey, and 8 get to go to Omaha. And I think this is my 6th time there, which is crazy. And I remember the first day I stepped on the field in '05, and I thought I was in baseball heaven. And you never know if you're ever going to get back. And so crazy things happen there. So we'll just go there and play. Thank you, guys.